the preview and the predicted lineup. Arsenal against Leeds United this weekend. And listen, we all know the buzz around the club over the course of the week, you know, over the period of the week. And we all know the news regarding Eberechi Eze. And yeah. It's news that I wasn't expecting to see. You know, it's news that I think we all thought he was joining them mob down the road. But no, he snubbed them. And it shows you why we're the biggest club in North London. It's that simple, it shows you. It shows you why. But, yeah, listen, Leeds United tomorrow. Again, I feel it's going to be one of those games where we have to be careful, where we have to be mindful of the things we do, because the way I feel Leeds are going to approach this game is they're going to come into it with a low block. They're going to sit 10 men behind the ball and they're going to defend for their lives. It's what they're going to do, you know, and we need to take advantage of that. We need to show them what we're capable of doing. Obviously, I think, I think the way Daniel Farke has Leeds playing, you know, obviously they come off the back of a 1-0 win against Everton. But I feel Everton's is a lot different to a team than we are, and I think Leeds are going to struggle against us. I think obviously they are going to play a low block, put 10 men behind the ball. But the players I'm going to name in my predicted lineup, I think, are players that need to really, players I want to see break it, you know, break the lines, you know, get into tight areas. I'm just going to unlock the team again, because the signing of Eberechi Eze means their space is wide open everywhere across the pitch. That left-hand side is going to be crammed. Who starts week in, week out for me? Eberechi Eze when he comes in. But for now, we have to stick with what we have. Put Eze to one side for 90 minutes, and I just want to focus on the game. You know, I'm going to the game as well, so mate of mine, dad got me a ticket, so big up to him. So like I say again, if I can, I'll try and do a vlog for it. But listen, enough about vlogs, enough about Eze. We need to go into this game with the right mindset. We need to go into this game switched on, and we need to perform. If we play the way we played against Manchester United, I don't think we'll come out. I don't think we're going to come out of there with the kind of win we did. You know, David Raya saved us, and yeah, we can't have David Raya saving us again. Especially with the threat Leeds have, Dan James, Joel Pirro, you know, Wilfred Gnonto running down the wing as well. So listen, we are at home, so obviously I think we have the home advantage, you know, sort of. And I feel Tanaka as well for Leeds. He's an engine in that midfield. He can control, you know, all widths of the pitch, you know, all areas. I feel he knows what he's doing. I feel he's going to have a really good game out there. I feel he's going to know the plans. You know, I feel our midfield are going to need to be on it. You know, Leeds' midfield, Ethan Ampadu and Tanaka, I feel they are two really good players, two quality players in the Championship last season. But ours should be miles ahead, and ours should be levels above their midfield. It's as simple as that. But yeah, listen, I feel still early in the season. I want to get I want to get 3 points, and I want to move on to next weekend's game away at Liverpool off the back of a win. I don't want to be going into that game at Anfield on the back of a draw, especially not defeat. You know, and these are the kind of games we seem to struggle in, against teams that play low blocks, against the teams that are less of a value. I'll say that like that than we are. So yeah, that's why I want us to go out there for 90 minutes, and I just want us to prove what we can do. I just want us to show a bit of fight, a bit of end product, and I want the likes of Victor Gyökeres to show what he can do. So yeah, listen, with that said, let's go and get into the predicted lineup. Starting off in goal, David Raya. I think that's a very, very straightforward choice. Saved us at Old Trafford, got us back into it, and yeah, straightforward choice for me. Into the back four, left back it'll be Miles Lewis-Skelly. I bring him back in for this game. I think this game is more suited to him and his defensive style of the game. I feel Calafiori, I think was excellent against Manchester United. Don't get me wrong, of course got the goal as well, but I just feel for this kind of game, in the way he's gonna have Dan James running at him full pace. You know, United play with two cams. Leeds play with wingers. That's why I see like it's more suited to Miles Lewis-Skelly. So I'd go with him. Ready to go, simple. Into the centre-back partnership, first of all, Gabriel. Again, it's a pretty straightforward choice. You know, when he's fit, he's there, you play him. That's simple. Next to him will be William Saliba. I had thoughts about putting Christian Mosquera into the equation, but then I thought as well, now what am I doing? You know, it's a Premier League game. You know, it ain't pre-season no more, and that's no disrespect to Mosquera, because I think he's an excellent player. But listen, yeah, got to get the value for money done, and it's as simple as that. Right back will be Julian Timber. I don't think Ben White's going to be available for the game, which is unfortunate, because I probably would have played him in this. But I feel Julian Timber command off the bench with like 15 minutes to go at Old Trafford. I think he done really well up there. You know, when you come on, got on Manchester United's nerves, and that's what I love to see. He gets on everyone's nerves, and that's what I want to see from him. It's as simple as that. He starts simple. Into the midfield, first of all, Martin Zubimendi. I want to see a lot better of a performance from him. I feel at times against Man United, I thought he was a bit slow. You know, the way he was moving the ball, the way he was carrying, the way he was pouncing around, doing the things that, you know, don't need to be done, you know, and wasn't himself. So I feel for this game, I'd start him, but I feel he needs to up his game a bit. Just in front of him, Declan Rice, again, another straightforward choice for me. Had quite a quiet game at Old Trafford, if I'm quite honest with you. I do feel for him slightly as well, because I don't think we gave him the ball enough against United. We didn't see much of him anyway. So yeah, for me, Declan Rice is going to start. It's that simple. Into the attack in three. First of all, on the left hand side, I'd actually bring in Madueke for this game. I'd really like to see Madueke going out there, starting the game. I feel give Martinelli a bit of a rest. I don't want to see Trossard out there. I think if Eze was here now, I'd probably be picking him all day long. But given the fact how I'm starting Miles Lewis-Skelly, I think him and Madueke work really well together. And I think Madueke can do more of the outside things, and Lewis-Skelly can come more on the inside, which is what I like seeing, because that's where we see the best of Miles Lewis-Skelly when he's inverted into the midfield. But listen, must for Madueke, you know. Needs minutes, coming against Man United, didn't really have time to do anything, so I'm not really going to judge him yet. But listen, early days yet, but listen, I'd start him anyway, simple. Through the middle, the captain, Martin Odegaard, again, straightforward. I feel Eze coming in as well, like I said, going to bring competition, especially in that number 10 position. I'd like to see what Odegaard is come Christmas, whether he's still starting, whether he's on the bench, whether Eze's taking that spot or whatever. But for now, Odegaard, straight simple. On the right hand side, a man that will never change, Bukayo Saka, nailed on choice probably for every game in the season, unless he's injured or something. So that's straightforward. And up front, as the main striker, Victor Gyökeres. I feel that's a straightforward enough choice, you know. I would have played Kai Havertz, but obviously we all heard about what happened to him during the week with the injury and whatnot. So obviously I would have picked Kai Havertz and this and that. And I feel we can take the likes of Victor Gyökeres off, and we can bring on the likes of Trossard, maybe go at striker, Martinelli, Mikel Merino as well. We have options there. But yeah, for me, that lineup pretty much picks itself. That 1 to 11 pretty much does pick itself, and I think that is the best and the strongest 11 we have at the moment. You know, probably bar Ben White. You know, obviously Christian Norgar's not going to be there either. So listen, it's that straightforward. So yeah. Listen, it's another game. It's another time to really show all we can do. Go out there, give everything, do what we can do, get the job done, and move on to Anfield. So listen, if you're new around here, smash a like on the video, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you lot soon. I'm out of here.